I'm going to try to tell you real quick how this happened. I discovered something, realized something, and that realization led to 10% more income. Like, your results may vary. I'm sure they will. You might make more. Who knows? So one day I went to work and I was having a horrible day and I went home. And this was after I started doing affirmations, and I know I'm asking the universe for the right thing. And still, I wasn't real happy with what was going on. And I took a cold, hard look at what was going on in my life. And I discovered that I'd been saving some money. That's important. And I realized that if I were to just walk out at work, just take my apron off, let it fall to the floor, not even clock out, just go to my car and go home. If I were to do that, what would it mean to me? And I realized that personally, like me, that would mean that I would have about 4 months of living expenses. I had that in the bank. I could change how I did things. That's without changing my lifestyle at all. Still doing what I was doing and enjoying the cable services that I was enjoying, um, and all of that. No changes whatsoever. 4 months. If I were to cut back things, I'd probably get 6, maybe 7 months out of it. So all in all, dropping an apron to the floor, just walking out and driving home, I have enough time to get another job, I think, right? I'm a pretty good server. I'd like to think I am anyway, a decent server. Just I can't handle the what was going on at my place of work at that time. It was getting to be horrific. Matter of fact, well, I don't want to say anything because it'll tip why, but I still work there. It actually doesn't involve anybody that's still there. All of these people are gone. But just realizing that I didn't have to be there. Like, I was sweating every penny I made, and my God, I got to make rent, I got to make my mortgage, I have bills to pay, I have to support my family, I have to get the a million things going on up here that I had to do. So I'm trying to maximize every table, every effort, everything. And it was wearing on me more than I had imagined. Once I had this realization that I didn't have to be there, I could walk out, call it a day, and still be fine. No problems. Guess what? It made my work life so much easier because then instead of like, I'm still maximizing every dollar because that's a core belief of mine that if I'm going to be at work and spend time away from my family to do that and do that to provide for my family, I am going to make every effort to make every penny I can. I owe it to myself and I owe it to them to do that. Why would I go to work and spend time away from them doing my job and not maximize that time? It's inconceivable to me to do that. It's as if you're a disgrace to them. You're being rude to your family if you're not doing that. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to spend time away from you. And you know what? Whatever I make, I'll bring it home. It'll be enough or it won't. That's my commitment to you, is to do whatever I feel like doing. No, man, my commitment to them is to provide for them, to be there for them. And in doing a better job and making more money, I can be there with them more time. We can take vacations. We can take staycations. I can take a day off and we can go to a hotel somewhere and do something, right? We can do those things because I maximize my income while I'm at work. Enough about that. That's just like my morality and my core belief system. Personally, do as you please, of course. Um, but when I realized that I didn't have to be there, don't forget I track everything. I realized that guess what? My income went up 10%. And at any point in time, I now made a conscious effort, a conscious decision. Some garbage happens. This was, I don't want to tip it, but anyways, things were going on at work that were rough to handle. And when those things happened, I before was irritated and so upset. How can you do this to me? And they really were that bad. But after I had this realization, I would, instead of doing that, I would say, okay, so I could leave because that's horrible, but I already have a job and I have a lot of regulars and I know the routine. I make good money here. So you know what? All in all, I'm going to choose to be here. Now it's my choice to be there. It's not something I have to do. It's a choice. Do you know how much easier it is to work when it's your choice to be there? Oh man, I'm telling you, it's so much easier. It's so much easier to be there when it's your choice to be there. You don't have to be there. Anyways, this is a hugely long video, and I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to get this across to you and hope that it makes a difference for you and your life and your loved ones. Save that money so you can get there. It makes all the difference. Peace. Have a great day.